it's time for a review. Specifically, this Xerjoff 40 knots. So, this was gifted to me, which is very lovely and wonderful, and I haven't heard of this fragrance before. I've heard of Xerjoff, obviously, because it's a very prominent, luxurious sort of fragrance brand. But 40 knots. So 40 knots came out in 2012, and if you can guess from the name 40 knots, it's a nautical, yacht club-esque, ocean-esque sort of fragrance. And interesting thing that I learned about some of Xerjoff's fragrances, including this one, is that they designed a few fragrances to be part of virtual clubs. Some are designed to be part of like a theater club, others are golf clubs. This is the yacht club fragrance. So if you really want to embody the yacht club lifestyle, I suppose you should wear this. And the notes are not very numerous, but they are very interesting. So the main notes that I have read, mainly ocean notes, some salt, there's seawater in there, some green notes, cedar, and then general woody notes. So I'll put some on. Okay, so already you get, it's very interesting actually. You get that immediate salt note, like that kind of, you're at the beach, and you get that natural salt note. It's very refreshing. It's like they bottled the air at the beach. And it's very, very light, but not in the sense that it's disappearing already. It's just like very light and kind of airy and breezy. And the green notes are also very present. It's kind of like a dewy sort of fragrance, like it just rained or something. And I almost want to say there's some sort of spice in there, but then it disappears. It's not really spicy. It's actually very smooth, but maybe it's the cedar. It has a certain dryness, which is very interesting and very pleasant. And I almost want to say there's a tad of sweetness, but it could come from the green notes, like a green tea sort of thing. It's very interesting. It's hard to describe because, besides being like as if you're at the beach, because that's the closest descriptor I can think of. Then it kind of has a powderiness, now that it's drying a little bit. Kind of, I don't know, yeah, just like a fresh, nice, clean powder. And it's hard to detect any other wood notes besides the cedar. But it's definitely there to ground the fragrance. It has that nice kind of dryness, and it helps the fragrance develop better. Because I think without that wood note, this thing would disappear completely right away. But yeah, with the combination of the salt, the seawater, the green notes, and the cedar, makes for a very interesting fragrance. Now, I will say, the projection probably isn't super great. It's probably just in your immediate vicinity, and it's not going to fill up the room or anything. But that's expected with these lighter fragrances. You know, anything with ocean notes, salt, green notes, that's going to be lighter, so it's not going to last as long. But that's fine if you don't care about longevity too much, because this will probably still last a good 4 hours. And it's not too much of an intimate fragrance, because I can still smell it. I don't have to put my nose all the way up to my arm to smell it. I can still smell it a while away. So it's very, very pleasant. This is perfect, I imagine, for a summer day, a springtime day, just when you're, you know, trying to freshen up a little bit, and you want something unique. You want something that will stand out, because lots of summer, springtime fragrances have citrus in them, floral notes, but this is completely different. This is, you know, salty ocean green sort of fragrance. And that's really just very unique. It's also, I believe, a unisex fragrance, which is an additional bonus. And you can't really go wrong with it because anything from Xerjoff is a high quality luxury fragrance, so just wearing that alone will give you a certain amount of confidence whether you're on a yacht or not. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Xerjoff 40 Knots. If you have any opinions about this fragrance, you could leave those down in the comments below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.